All right, hi there. I'm Brooke Grant. This is Teresa Monday. She's my mentor, and we are here evaluating the first lesson instructional plan for Zach. So she watched the lesson, she just watched it, and so she's just going to go over her evaluation with me.
Okay. I went through each section and just checked,
Okay.
each things that I found.
Okay.
Under instruction and planning, everything was great.
Okay.
I gave you a 3. Under technology, the same thing. Actually, the quiz website you used, the quizzes website, I really like that.
Yeah, I do
And I was
too.
thinking I may have to borrow that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Under instructional strategies, everything was good. I was under questions used in both recap and preview. I did not find those.
Let me see.
Did I just overlook
Recap.
it?
Let's see. Right here, this one.
They didn't have any.
Yep. Okay. Yep. And we did. Okay. So didn't really have time to recap. That's what I said. My lesson. It actually.
Okay.
I need to. So when in my reflection, I'll go back and talk about condensing my lesson.
Okay.
I think maybe I tried to fit too much in there, and so bell rang, and I wasn't even able to recap what we had done to try to prepare them for tomorrow.
Yes.
So yes. Okay.
And then you had stragglers that weren't dismissed on time to
Yes.
come to your room.
Yes.
So I know that
Yes.
that affected it a
Yes,
little
we
bit.
did not get started at 2:20.
Adapting and modifying was great, for him. You did a really good job of, when he had questions, answering them, and then making sure that they had what they need, especially when you're working through the process and then handing the multiplication chart. Since you were working on the process, not the facts.
Right.
So,
Right.
modifies learning environment. The plan, I gave you a 3 on it. Plan describes detailed description of physical learning space. You did a good job. I would suggest putting just a little bit more detail because when you do, especially like observations for the class, you have to be a little bit more specific. Just like you put, they're working on tables. Which was good, but you might want to put, they were even in a U shape, or
Okay.
and the projector and whiteboard were in front, in
Oh,
front of the
okay.
room. Just add
Oh,
just a
very
yeah,
specific.
very a
Okay.
little bit more specific. You can even go
Okay.
so specific as, within the space. We also have light covers
Oh, I
to
didn't even
cover
think- yes.
to make it a calm environment.
even think about that.
Yes, and
Okay.
so you can do. I'm just saying this was very good.
No,
but these were
I
just
so should have mentioned that though,
Yes,
because
but-
that's
yes.
important.
Yeah, but these are things like when you do a systematic observation, they actually ask some of those questions on there. So that way you just kind of get in that practice of doing it. But you
Okay.
did a great job with
Okay.
it. So, objectives, you did a great job. It sits them out a list of questions that will be asked. I didn't.
Yep, because I don't even know if that was on the. I'm trying to think back a list of questions.
Yeah, because it wasn't on
no,
your template.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, they're not in
So,
there.
yeah.
But I could go. Trying to think, maybe an advanced organizer.
Yes.
That just kind of lays out our. Maybe I could go back in and,
Yeah.
and add some questions.
Yeah,
in
just
there.
put maybe questions ...
Okay.
and list a couple.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought that was weird. It was over here, but it's not in your template.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
for use.
I can add. What did she have that on? Like what? In the objectives.
Objectives.
I mean,
It just
this is IEP objective. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
think you'd
that's
put
not-
questions in there,
no,
right?
No.
Okay. Well, I could just add them.
Yes.
So, okay.
I would.
Okay.
I don't even know what this section is. But it's instructional strategies.
Okay.
But you did really well in presenting everything, checking to make sure they understood. I thought you did a really good job of working together. Then you'd have individual work, and then you come back together, check the problem, and then they do the next problem by themselves. That was really good. And then even at the end, letting them one person at a time come up there and work one.
Yes, you know, you see that like that very much.
Yeah, they love that. And I got tickled because a couple of them were like, and what was funny was even the kids that were sitting at their desks were like,
I know.
I mean, they were like eyeballing to make sure it was exact.
I know.
Provides detailed independent practice, yes. Evaluating their learning process. You were evaluating the whole time, explaining, if they messed up. Something like the last one, when you checked it and he had added instead of
Right.
multiplied, you handled that great. Instructional implementation, sufficient time for each part of the lesson, you did. But with kids coming in late, it kind of pushed your lesson back a little
yes.
bit. And you, provide higher learning skills, you did all of that. Activity and engagement, you were very positive, very upbeat. You did have a couple of negative students right there at the very beginning. But it was the very last class period of the day too, so they may have been a little worn out. But I was just putting checks for each time you gave positive feedback. I did up to 5 because it said 3, but you gave more than that.
Okay.
Behavioral management, you did really well. A couple of them, especially the one, you might just want to be just a little quicker on the draw on him and shutting him down.
He's not
Because
he's not no.
Okay.
I told you, that's why I was like, y'all are acting crazy in here. Y'all do not act like this.
Yeah, and with a new person being in, sometimes they
yes.
kind of see if they can push a little more.
Yes.
So,
and that's why I pulled him out, and I was like, you don't act like this in here.
yeah, when
He's
he came
usually
back, he was a
very-
perfect angel.
Yes, because I said, please don't do that. You don't act like this on any other day.
Yeah.
And he and that other student will have some issues, but, and then that's why I moved him, but. Yeah.
But yeah, when he
Okay.
came back, it was perfect. I mean, everybody was great. So you had a couple little negativities at front, but you did a great job though of stopping it, because I mean, once you pulled him and brought him back in, it was like
Yeah.
it took care of everybody.
Right.
everybody
Isn't that
was,
crazy how just one student can.
and of course, I mean, you use complete grammar and you correct spelling and stuff. You use probably one of the most proper grammar people here that I know, so you never have any problem with that. Sometimes I'm almost like you could be a speech path because you speak so precisely.
That's funny.
So you did a great job with evaluating them, when they were doing the quizzes and then on the board and their individual work. You monitored very well. You rephrased when they didn't understand, gave wait time when needed. You did all of these things. I mean, it was great.
Okay.
All that's left now is for you to do your self-evaluation, and
Okay.
I guess when you're done with that, then I'll
Yep, I'll send
review
it over
and
to you.
I'll review it and then finish scoring it out.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Any questions?
Nope. I think
I
you
think-
covered everything.
I
Yep.
think you did a fantastic job.
All
It was a really good lesson.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks.